So I would say that although we've not hit the optimum state, which obviously is going to be top right-hand corner, one of the big things is that the reason people go for this one is it's the best of the three. So you actually get the best financial results in the top left-hand corner, but it's not optimal. And in fact, another way of thinking about it is it's the easiest, least worst option. It's not the sweet spot. Now, the sweet spot is actually where clarity and freedom are both high, which seems a bit counterintuitive, but this is where people get engaged. Loyal, productive, find their work satisfying, emotionally committed. Now, engagement's a technical term, and I'll come back to that in just a second. But there's a couple of things that change here. Clearly, you can see from the diagram, what we're suggesting is that clarity and freedom are both high. Now, that sounds a bit counterintuitive, but it is possible, okay? And so what happens is, clarity should always be high, because anytime clarity is low, we've got one of these two risks. So high clarity is always a good idea. However, what I'm suggesting is we add maximal freedom to the clarity. And critically, what that does is it changes the type of clarity. Because over here, clarity tends to be on the how. It tends to be instructional. Do this, then do that, do this, then do that. Over here in the engage box, clarity should be destinational. Here's where we need to get to, and I'm relaxed on how. So instead of prescribing all the steps in the journey, I'm spending more time describing the destination and allowing people to think intelligently about how to get there. And incidentally, I'm not against policy, procedure, process. Obviously, that would be crazy talk. What I'm for is process plus. So in this box here, in the engage box, policy, procedure, process should be the foundational minimum standard that you're not allowed to fall below, but you're free to innovate and improve on top. Over here in the robots box, policy, procedure, process tends to be a straitjacket, a set of rules from which you can't deviate. And that's the problem. So I want policies as a foundation to build on, not as a straitjacket to bind. And there's one final thing that's in sight here, which is actually, I need to be mindful of capability as well as an additional axis, because this is also a continuum. So down here would be, brand new first day on the job, and over here is super capable, super experienced. So I'm not suggesting you say to somebody who's brand new first day on the job, welcome, go for it. That would be a problem. But what often happens in organizations is people's capability is here on the continuum and they're still being managed there. That's frustrating, where people think I could give more, I could be more, I could do more, and I'm sort of held back. And so actually what we've got to do is map capability to freedom. And actually a better way of articulating that is leaders should deliberately and intentionally grow capabilities so they can safely devolve control. Because we always want high clarity, because at any time you've got low clarity, we've got a problem of potential apathy or anarchy. We want high freedom, but the only safe way to be able to devolve control is to increase capability. So capability is actually the engine that makes it possible to get to the statement of engagement.